This is Joe Ask, presented by Joe, my guy. I'm getting toey. I'm getting so toey. And action. You know what, John Ralph? I will take my hat off to you, mate. He has dropped an article recently that says Cozzy Pickett has been texting saying, watch out, boys, I'm going to be wearing the purple in a year or two. And after reading and scrolling through, I'm like, damn, how the does he know all this? If Cozzy Pickett ends up at the Fremantle Football Club next year, you'll be thinking, that is a tantalising forward line. Oh my God. Injury update brought to you by what the It just keeps getting worse and worse for these AFL players because out here getting injured. We have another handful of pretty good players too. Matt Gulfi, hamstring strain, 2 months. He's just busted his for that whole preseason and then you're going to miss out on the fun. Infuriating. So how do you make bank playing local footy? Now, recently this contract offer has been doing the rounds on social media and it's kind of just sent everyone into like disarray. Like, how do people get that much playing local footy? It must be one of the biggest name players ever to have laced on footy boots to get this offer. No. Don't get me started if a club has poker machines because that is the biggest loophole in history. Oh, you're in the car park after training? How's this little duffel bag looking, mate? Pretty good, thank you. And then we look to the bottom of the ladder and then I'm like, what's Richmond doing this year? Great question. Thanks for asking, Robbo. Well, it's safe to say their glory days are over the poor Tigers, but they had their time in the sun. They just had 3 premierships in a space of, I don't know, what, like 5 years or 6 years? Yous. But obviously in 2024, it's called a rebuild, baby. They dropped from 4th oldest to 16th oldest list in the AFL coming into this year, and it's going to be good to see them lose every week. 23 is a popular number in all the sports around the world. Pretty much started with basketball with Jordan, and then LeBron took over and he dominated that number. There's 3 blokes in his team who have that number for their respected clubs. Who do you think is going to get 23?
I feel like give it a Chucky, back end of his sort of...
Rotate it
around a bit. You know, he's got the medallion from last year, so let him wear the 23.
He's got to wear 23. Have you guys come to a decision?
I think Charlie will wear it. I think he was crying a little bit more than everyone else. I mean, I should probably be wearing it because since it's back in WA and apparently he's a Queenslander.
Holy Matho. Like, I've seen some big deals in my lifetime. I've seen some money getting thrown around the AFL system. Harley Reid, it's only speculation. Harley Reid has been touted to have a 10-year contract, 1.5 to 2 mil a year, which is astounding, mate. It's crazy.
It's all about the money, isn't it?
That's great. They really want to keep him.
You'd want to. If you're West Coast, you'd want to keep him.
He's a gun?
You know?
Genuine star?
I think so. And I think what they like, where they're going as a club, they need to keep these guys. But 20 mil's a lot of money.
Who's the biggest deals we've had? We've had like Buddy Franklin, Dusty, Gary Ablett Jr. probably like there as well.
He owned half the Gold Coast at one stage with his
house
deal.
Was amazing, basketball court in the background. There's even been players who are terrible at AFL converts. I've only ever had 2 legitimate ones, is Carmichael Hunt and Israel Folau. Their contracts weren't they got big money.
Yeah, they did his stats one time in the paper. I remember reading and they did like what his handballs and his kicks were worth. The kicks were like 50,000 a kick. How many games he played to equal out the contract, 10,000 a handball, 100,000 for a goal or whatever. But
he only kicked like 2 goals or something in his career. Yeah. Look at these. I want to show you some of these photos, what it was back in the day. Look at this. So you got Croft there killing it. Kuda, Carey. Mate, he's got some serious, I don't know. What do you think? Matthew Richardson.
Yeah.
The boy from Tassie. Doing us all a favour.
Yeah. The rigs are outstanding, actually.
Back in the Dizzy.
Yeah,
Boydie, he's a bit skinny, but like he's a big boy.
They're using the steel iron plates.
It's all black and white
real
photos.
Muscle, yeah.
Big liquor.
If you got a good rig, get it out. Who knows what happens?
Get me on.
Single, girls love it. Makes you look good, obviously.
True.
There's a bit of editing, whatever. If you got a good rig, this is your chance to get it out.
Who's AFL's craziest fans, do you think?
Well, I mean, as a collective, it's Collingwood and Port Adelaide.
Has to be.
Go to pie! Still on top, so it doesn't matter. Still on top, mate. We're still on top. We're still on top, aren't we? Pies are on top. Right in front of me.
Did you watch any footy? If so, which game?
I watched the Richmond West Coast one.
Oh, why?
Yeah, well, because, Richmond in a rebuild stage. You want
exactly. Why would you want to watch that?
See their young kids play. You want to,
Layla got KO'd nearly.
Graham and Baker are playing against their old teammates, and I know it's pre-season, but there's always a bit to watch.
If there was punches thrown or jumper punches thrown, I'll just turn it off. I'll be like, you guys don't give a Tell me, what do you think about Camden McIntosh wearing a headband? Why,
he looked more NBA than he did
the bloke's
AFL.
Ball. He looks like Caruso from the Bulls, man.
I've seen a lot of comments saying he
Caruso, Camden McIntosh. This is what I find funny. NRL fans, put your because there's no way you are close to being a number one sport in Australia. You guys opening round is in Vegas. That is cool as
Cool as
Give you guys that. You
Yeah.
win that one. But AFL's number one. Can you guess who's second? And I'll tell you what, it's not NRL.
It's not?
It's not NRL.
It'd have to be a cricket format.
It is the Big Bash League. So I'll give you the rundown of the top 6 or whatever it is. AFL number one, 38,000 a game. Big Bash, 41 games, average 22,000 a game. NRL, 207 games, average 20,000 fans a game, which is... Apparently, the Hawthorn Footy Club invest heavily into the partners of players and future players are trying to get into the club.
Wow. The Wags.
The Wags. It's all about the Wags.
At Hawthorn.
At Hawthorn. If you get the Wags happy wife, happy
Listen
life
up.
type. Yeah, girls.
Listen up.
If you've got an AFL partner and you want him to get traded to a Melbourne team if you're interstate, or you want to go to Hawthorn and play with the Hawk Tours for 2026 and onwards, whatever it may be, start talking to the wife of Mitchell. Watch this footage. Watch this goal. He's just picked it up. Bump, bump, bump. Boom. Snap. And listen to this commentator. I don't know what he's saying about a snappy. What? I don't know what that is. Like, it wasn't a snap.
A Chinana from Ollie Henry.
Is it Chinana?
He's called it a checkside banana, I think.
Oh, is that what he's
is
a
what
Chinana.
A Chinana. It's a new kick in the game he's made up.
Yeah, okay, but that's just a
New
banana.
20.
Gold Coast Suns have revealed their gather round jumper for 2025. It's pink. I can finally see the logo and understand what it is. I'm with it. I love it. What are your thoughts on it? Would you cop one? And how tough would you feel wearing that during a game?
It's their best jumper
Yes.
that they've brought out this year.
Thank you. I rate it.
Only thing is, it's pink, right?
Yeah.
You'd want to win.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing North Melbourne.
You would want to win
They're
wearing a
playing
pink jumper. You're not packing what males are packing down there.
No. I don't know who I'm going to go for this year.
I know. I think you're going for Gold Coast.
No, I'm not even joking. I think
Yeah,
I
I
might go
know.
for Gold Coast. I feel like going for an underdog.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I want to see you in the pink jersey.
I'll definitely get the pink jersey. Don't you worry about that. It is Joe Arse, our major sponsor, and he's sitting back. He wants to know what's going on with these contracts. I just want to say, are these even real contract offers? Because they could be just made up.
At this point, it's beyond me. There's millions and millions of dollars getting thrown around all of a sudden, and I'm thinking like, where is this money coming from?
I don't know. 17 million 10-year offer for young gun. Finn Callahan.
1.7 a year, like.
Yeah, 1.7 a year.
And there's 40 guys on a list.
44 players.
You got to spread out a lot of money, and that's a lot of money for one player. This is why maybe they found a cheat code here.
I don't know, but mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing stuff happening
Mind-blowing.
in the AFL with contracts. Mind-blowing.
Get out of here.
It's the state of origin.
Oh, I've seen a lot about this.
Do we want it?
I want it. The only thing that me off with the NRL is that they've got this over us. So when I first got up here to Brizzy, I went to a State of Origin game. It was probably the best atmosphere
great
and game
atmosphere.
I've ever been to other than an AFL Grand Final.
Yeah.
It was right up there.
I'll give them that.
It was right up there.
Yeah.
But they're so thinking like it's their thing. We were doing this back in the 80s and 90s. SA versus Vic. WA was involved. Even Tassie played against these teams like back in the day. And they sold out every game. It had so much feeling, passion, and pride attached to it. So I just don't understand where it went away. When and where? Why did it stop? I don't know. Get your out.
Get it out right now.
Get it out with this guy.
Thank you.